Hey guys, Namaste and welcome to our YouTube channel, Tutor Pratik. In today's CSS session, we are going to learn about how to create a rounded border design and also how to give a custom images for our border styles. And by using this property, we can create a various style like a rounded border lines, or we can partially round a border lines where we require. And along with this, we can also give a custom border images for our border styles. So to learn how to give these various styles to our border lines, please watch this video till end. If you don't know how to give the CSS border styles for our elements, you can check our previous session video. For this, you can also click on this I button. And if you still haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell button that it will be notified whenever we publish our new session videos. So let's start today's session. At first, let's create one box for giving the borders. At first, let's give a CSS properties for giving a normal border to our box1 class. For now, we have a simple normal border line for our div of class box1. Now in our border box, we can see that we have 4 corners. This is top left corner and this is top right corner. Similarly, this is bottom right corner and this is bottom left corner. To make a rounded corner for our top left side, we can use border top left radius, and we can give a radius value how much we want to give a rounded shape for our corner, like 20 pixels. We can see that on our border top left we made a 20 pixel rounded border. Similarly, we can make a rounded corners for other sides also, like border bottom right radius 20 pixels. Now on our border we have 2 corners, top left corner and bottom right corner got 20 pixel rounded radius. On our property border top left radius, we can also give 2 values like 20 pixel and 50 pixel. Now we can see that on our top left radius we have 2 values of 20 pixel and 50 pixel. So when we give 2 values for our single corner radius, then the first value 20 pixel will be applied for the top and the 50 pixel will be applied for the left side. So by using these 2 values, we can change the radius styles, like let's make 200 pixel top to 50 pixel left. Now we can see that our radius style has changed as we given the value 200 pixel for the top rounded radius and 50 pixel for the right rounded radius. So by using these values, we can design our boxes like, let's change the border top right value same as the left value, and let's delete this bottom right. Now we have a various design for our border. So by using these radius properties, we can design the border styles as per our requirement. And if you want to give just even rounded corners for all sides, we can use a single CSS property, border radius. And on this border radius property, we can give just single value like 50 pixel, which makes the 50 pixel rounded on the all side of our borders. Now on this same border radius property, we can give 2 values like 50 pixel and 10 pixel. Now we can see that the first 50 pixel will be applied for this top left corner as well as bottom right corner, and the second 10 pixel will be applied for the top right corner as well as bottom left corner. So when we need to give a diagonal values we can just use these two values on this border radius properties. And when we need to give a different individual values for all four corners of our borders, we can give the four values like 50 pixel, 10 pixel and 5 pixel, 30 pixel. Now the first value 50 pixel will be applied on this top left side and the other values will be applied clockwise. Like the second value 10 pixel will be applied on this top right side and the 5 pixel value will be applied for this bottom right side and the last value 30 pixel will be applied for this bottom left side. So by using this border radius properties, we can change our border corners rounded as per our requirement. Now let's go to learn how to give a custom images instead of these border lines. The CSS border image property allows us to specify an image to be used instead of our normal border around an element. So when we give a border image, like here we have one small border image. On this image, the border image property takes this image and slices it into 9 sections like a tic-tac-toe board. So in this our image, we have 4 corner images which are orange color that will be placed in the corners of our border, and these light orange color middle sections will be repeated or staged as we specify for our border line. So let's begin to give these custom images for our border lines. For this, let's create another div with class box2. Now let's give a CSS properties for this box2 class. And first we have to give a normal border property. Let's give 10 pixel white solid style, and for the color we will give a transparent, because in this class we are going to give a custom image instead of this borderline, so it will be better to give a transparent as a color. After then, for giving the custom image for our border, we have a property border image. Now to give the location of our custom image for our border, we will use URL and give a small brackets, and inside this small bracket we will give the address of our custom image. Here I have a border.png image inside my website, so I'm just giving the name border.png. After then, we have to give the value of the slice, like on my border.png image, this single square is of 30 pixel of size. So to get this single square as a corner, I am going to use 30 as a value and the styling will be round. Now we can see that we have a custom image for our borderline for this box2 block. Let's give some padding for our box2. Now let's test with making changes with this 30 value. As on my border.png image, I have this 30 pixel small box. So when I use just 20 pixel for this value, we can see the changes that made by this value. So by changing the values, we can create a different styles for our custom image borders. Similarly, let's make 50. Now our border will be the small images on our corner side only. Now we have some different custom image styles. Along with this, we can also change the styling type round into straight. We can say that the changes that made by this styling type. Let's give the 30 as a normal value, and we can see that we have the single image corner points and the middle section images before it was repeated, but for now when we applied this trace value, it got stretched from starting to the end. So, by using the property border image, we can change the custom images instead of our normal border lines. And by changing these values and styles, we can make a varieties of stylish design for our border images. That's all for today. We will come back soon with new interesting sessions of our CSS course. Until then, take care and goodbye.